Hi, Will here for Sound on Sound at the AES convention in New York with David from Augspurger. David, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, Will. It's been a great show so far.
Excellent. And what have you got for us today then?
So we've just put together a new Augspurger three-way main monitoring system. It's the Treo 812 CFM. CFM stands for close field main. It's a main monitor system that you can have all the elements, including the subwoofer, all built into one box, which gives us a frequency response all the way down to 20 hertz. So in a near field, really, or a closer field main, so that you can put it behind the console, really as close as you would a near field if you want. My recommended distance is about 4 to 10 feet, so it depends on the listening and environment and the size of the room. But obviously, as room sizes have come down, and even the way people are building studios with less acoustic treatments, just due to the budgets that everyone has to contend with, we have to be really sensible. So we've got a speaker that can fit into a lot more rooms. The Augspurger horn, and this uses the MF horn, the mid-focus horn, which takes basically 1 meter to come together with the mids and the lows. So you can be in a very close proximity. However, this system has 1,250 watts per side RMS and 2,500 watts peak. So it can generate quite a impact, and it's very, very fast. So it's a really impactful main monitor and set for any size room. And we have onboard DSP, so just like our other monitors, you can tune them for that room, and you can either do that remotely through our remote tune access, or having one of our engineers, myself, come out and measure the room and then set it up for you.
So can you tell us about the sub then as well then? Maybe walk us through some of the features of the technical specs, rather, of these speakers.
So the low frequency drive unit is a 12-inch drive unit that's got a neomagnet, but it has an excursion of, I think it's 21 millimeter, so it can really move.
It moves a lot.
However, it's super stiff suspension and very high sensitivity. So we have 100 dB sensitivity in that driver, which means that the power that's on hand, not only is it very powerful, but it doesn't take much power to elicit a very concussive response. So these power amps...
Concussive, you say?
I do, and I mean it.
Good Lord, right.
If you sit in front of it, you can get the same impression as some of our big systems in a bigger room. And really the whole idea is not to just be loud, but to be precise and to have ultimate clarity. And a lot of our customers are creating beats and the segments of music where oscillators are going, drum machines, heavy bass, but we also have clients like Rafa Sardina and Dave Pensato, who are precise mixers, who are working on anything from, with Rafa, he's working on symphonic to rock to pop music, and precision and accuracy are what he's after. So mixing full range allows you to have the full recording, and very few speakers out there can get down to those 20 hertz numbers and still be as linear all the way out through the top.
Okay, great. So how much will these cost then, and when will they be available?
So they're available now. They're starting to ship right away. We've got some units already on order. We'll be having Studio Moloko in London will be doing the launch on November 16th at, and so people over in the UK should check out the event that's going on. But we're going to be over there showing the new speaker in London. But we're shipping our first pair next week.
And this is a high-end product, isn't it? We should mention.
It is a bespoke product, but and
consequently has rather a higher price tag than maybe most studios could afford.
Well, I think there's a lot of room in the market for a speaker of this price point. It's
for a home studio user, maybe. This is a larger thing, so consequently price is.
I think it's professional oriented, so someone who can justify buying a high-end tool, but people spend a lot of money on a console or on, a pair of vintage modules. So it's $17,500 a pair.
17,500.
That's right. US a pair, and that includes the DSP tuning system, the amplifiers, which in this system are mounted in the back, but can also be remote. We have a client that's going to be installing them in the in a soffit-mounted traditional arrangement. But these can also go into, we have some project studio professionals or producer environments where they do need to have the same impression that a giant monitoring system in a huge control room would have. And this is also at a size where someone could put them up behind their desk, put them up in the room, and have a full range system without having to add a subwoofer, without having to add any other kit.
Okay, great. Well, thanks very much, David.
Absolutely.